Hello, Facebook friends, Telegram friends, Sunshine Coasters, Australian citizens of the world. Today, I was brought into the principal office as a teacher for the second time within a week. The first time because it was last week because I gave someone a hug. I was so happy to see this person back at school because she's been sick. And I could feel the fear right away after giving her a hug, and I realized. And the day after, I was brought into the office, and the new principal said that this person hadn't slept all night because of that hug. And I felt this intense sadness over that someone could be so afraid that they can't sleep for the whole night because of a hug. And this is exactly what COVID has done, isn't it? Yet we all know the facts. We all know the stats. It's all out there. And still we go along with the narrative of this deadly virus. So at what time, at what point will we say enough? Because I can see it. I can see it in your eyes. Most people know exactly, well, maybe not exactly what is going on, but they know that what is going on has nothing to do with health. And they realize that the jab might not be very good for you. And today, on my way to work, on the news, every channel was all about getting the jab, getting the jab, getting the jab. And now the government has put a price on you. You're worth $300. So if you take the jab playing Russian roulette, you get $300. You know what? A donkey cost $3,500. A friend of mine wanted a donkey, and she looked it up. $3,500. Okay? You're worth $300. That's what your life is worth by the government. Yeah. So I'm a single mama, The Centrelink's taking all the money off. And punishing harder and harder until it was nothing left to give. They took everything off because I haven't vaccinated my child. It's a healthy child, very healthy child. Last time I gave him a Panadol was when he was 1.5-year-old. He's now 4.5, so that's 3 years ago. He's a healthy child. He's a happy child. Why would I go and inject anything into his perfect body? And if you do, I know it's coming from a place where you love your child and you want to do that, but it's coming from the same place, my decision. And I respect yours. Don't understand it. This is saying that don't necessarily respect your decision itself, but I respect your opinion to have your opinion and make that decision. And yeah. And now I also know that this lockdown is going to be lasting for a very long time because the principal himself said that. So obviously he knows that from somewhere. And that means that I don't have a job in a very, very long time. And with all the regulations that is coming, I don't think I ever will, because they are now starting with schools around here to mandate swabs testing in order for you to get to school, for teachers, students. And that's because they don't have enough cases. They just want more cases. They're ramping it up. The PCR test is not meant to diagnose. It's not created for that. They're ramping it up for cycles that is unheard of. They can find a positive test in cucumber if they want. It can't even distinguish between the flu and the COVID. Government pages. They've been saying that. They're talking about this openly. And yet, we decide that it's COVID rampaging around, like, and now it's the Delta, and even worse, it's the Delta Plus. Oh my gosh, how do they know? How do they put the, how do they know? Like, if you can't even distinguish between a flu and a COVID, how did it become a Delta and then a Delta Plus? When most of the people happening to end up in hospital are already vaccinated, when is it going to click? When are we going to ask those questions? And if you are a principal, teacher aide, what's happening at schools now? If we're teachers, we are teaching. That's our job. We're not teaching to submit, to be a sheep and just listen to what's being told to us. We are taught to questions. That's what teachers do. And we're teaching kids to question and find answers. Today at the principal office, it wasn't allowance for talking about what's going on. If you can't talk to your leader about what's happening, if you can't question that, then what kind of leadership is this? You know? So, yep, I'm looking for a job. So if you want a homeschool, if you want a school to start, we need property. Like, I'm in. We need property. If you want a tutor for your child at home, I'm in. Text me. I'm up for work, man. Disabilities, doesn't matter. I'm up for everything and anything. If you're a human being and I get to work with humans, I am happy. There's 3 criteria. I'm not wearing a mask. I'm not checking in. I'm not getting jabbed. So if that's your cup of tea, please let me know. And again, everything has kind of prepared us for this time. We all know that this time is going to come. And it's here. And this is where you really need to align yourself with moral integrity, who you are as a person, who you want to be. And if you're not aligned with that, you're going to get lost. You might not wake up before they're pinning your child down. Okay, wanting to jab them or whatever, or before you have a scanning system injected into your wrist, or like, what's coming, if you don't say no, you have no idea. The plan is in books, the plan's on paper. It's not rocket science. It's there for everyone to see. All right, bless you. Love, love, love.